Hi everyone, welcome to the new special live episode of Peter's English podcast. I'm decided to do live special episode because it's Christmas. I want to wish you Merry Christmas all and Happy New Year 2025. And first I want to introduce to everyone because I think that not many people know who I am. I'm Peter. I'm 33 years old. I'm from East Slovakia, and I'm owner of my own Peter's English podcast. My own Peter's English podcast is a free English podcast for learning English. Is about my own Peter's English podcast is about my own fairy tales in English. Is about a lot of themes like books, sports, and I decided to create my Peter's English podcast because I want to practice my speaking skills in English. I like podcasting, and this podcast is about learning English and about fighting against bad shying, and I'm very shy, and what now you can write me something, and I'm recording this for my new episode. And first I want to tell you about Christmas food in my family. Yes, of course, I'm 33. I can continue with I can tell you about myself more. I live in East Slovakia near Prešov. My favorite hobby is learning English. I want to speak English fluently because English is my hobby. I want to have a lot of friends. I want to visit foreign countries, and I want to continue and I want to create my own Peter English podcast community full of adult learners of English that would be my friends, and we can practice our speaking skills in English together as and we can record the episodes for my Peter's English podcast. And what now? Yes, I can read my own fairy tales, and we can start right now. I'm prepared, don't worry people. I'm prepared, and everything I have here, and we can start with my special Christmas fairy tale. I want to read it, and we can start right now. I can see my new story, and we can start it. This is my special Christmas fairy tale. It was inspired by Slovak folklore fairy tales, and I want to read it right now. It was a beautiful country full of forests, farms, and the capital city in that was a big palace. In the palace there was a young beautiful princess, Petra. She was very gorgeous, smart, and intelligent beauty who had beautiful eyes like the night sky. Her long blonde hair was gorgeous like the sunny warm day. Her beauty was famous in the whole kingdom. Her behavior wasn't a big inspiration for the people. She only liked money and properties. She didn't know the right meanings of the life. She dreamed to be the most powerful and the richest person in the world. I will do everything for my dreams. I want to be the richest and most powerful person in the world. The princess Petra was dreaming. She didn't care about the life, about the real life in her country. She liked only herself. She had a lot of suitors who was asking for her hand, but she made jokes about every suitor's who wanted to marry with her. The last suitor was the King Peter, who was her opposite. He was a very romantic person with a good heart, who take care of the people of his kingdom. He was the most loved and famous hero in his country. He was very intelligent, smart, and good king of his kingdom, who liked people and he fought against evil and injustice. The Princess Petra was mocking him rudely when the devil appeared. Then he started to talk with the Princess Petra. "Hi, my dear princess, the people talk the truth about you. Your beauty is famous in the whole world. Today is your lucky day. I think people we can do bigger. Yes. I want to do the letters bigger because it were every time. And the final situation, I cannot change this because it's live. And yes, now we can continue. Where we were ending. I come to. The last suitor was the King Peter, who was her opposite. No. We can start again because I forgot where we are and we can start again. It was a beautiful country full of forests, farms, and the capital city in that was a big palace. In the palace there was a young, beautiful Princess Petra. She was very gorgeous, smart, and intelligent beauty who had beautiful eyes like the night sky. Her long blonde hair was gorgeous like the sunny warm day. Her beauty was famous in the whole kingdom. Her behavior wasn't a big inspiration for the people. She only liked money and properties. She didn't know the right meanings of the life. She dreamed to be the most powerful and the richest person in the world. I'll do everything for my dreams. I want to be the richest and most powerful person in the world. The Princess Petra was dreaming. She didn't care about the real life in her country. She liked only herself. She had a lot of suitors who was asking for her hand, but she made jokes about every suitor who wanted to marry with her. The last suitor was the King Peter, who was her opposite. He was a very romantic person with a good heart, who took care of the people of his kingdom. He was the most loved and famous hero in his country. He was a very intelligent, smart, and good king of his kingdom, who liked people and he fought against evil and injustice. The Princess Petra was mocking him rudely when a devil appeared. Then he started to talk with the Princess Petra. "Hi, my dear princess. The people talk the truth about you. Your beauty is famous in the whole world. Today's your lucky day. My lord wants to fulfill your secret dreams right now. You have to sign this contract, and your dream will be true." Petra was very shocked, but very happy in the same time. She quickly signed the devil's contract, and Petra's dreams were fulfilled. She was the most powerful and richest queen in the world. She wasn't very happy. She discovered that to be the most powerful and richest queen of the people wasn't a good idea, but it was too late. In that moment, the same devil appeared and he started to talk with her. "Hi, my queen, the empress of the people. Are you happy now?" "Of course not. But who cares? You have to come with me. My lord will be your husband right now." The devil started to laugh. "Please, have mercy on me. I don't want to marry with your lord." Petra started to cry. "It's too late, Petra. My lord will want to marry with you right now. You could change yourself when you had time for it." "Come with me," the devil said. Petra had to go with the devil, and then she discovered who was her new husband. "I'm sorry, my queen. I'm Lucifer, the main devil of my lord Blasgarot." "Nice to meet you," introduced himself Lucifer. "Who is my husband?" said Petra. "I'm your husband," said a big, dangerous and scary black dragon with red eyes. "I'm Blasgarot, the emperor and the god of hell, evil and injustice. Thank you, Lucifer, for the so attractive and gorgeous young beauty. She looks very good and sweet. She will be a good life for me. What? Petra was shocked. Don't worry, sweetie. At first you'll see how evil you was. Blazgarot started to laugh. Blazgarot used his magic powers and he changed Petra into an ugly old witch. You'll be living as an ugly old and poor witch alone in my forest. You'll have to wait until I want to eat you. Go! Petra discovered what she has done with her life and how bad and evil she was, but it was too late. The King Peter was very shocked when the Princess Petra disappeared with the devil Lucifer. He was very angry how stupid the Princess Petra was when she agreed with the contract with the devil Lucifer. She could continue with the finding. He could continue with the finding a new life for him, but he loved the Princess Petra, and at the first sight when he saw her, he wanted to help her, but he didn't know how to start. The dragon Blazgarot was so sure that he will eat the Princess Petra for his lunch that he started to help the King Peter because he could see everything and he wanted to have fun. Peter was thinking how to help Princess Petra when the dragon Blazgarot appeared. Hi Peter, I'm Blazgarot, the emperor and the god of the hell, evil and injustice. I'm very bored. I'll help you with your big problem because I want to have some fun. Your Princess Petra is in my forest. She lives in the poor hut. I improved her appearance. She looked much better now. You'll see. The dragon Blazgarot started to laugh. The dragon Blazgarot gave Peter a map with the place where the Princess Petra was. Peter got on the horse and he wanted to find the Princess Petra very quickly. When Peter found the place on the map, Petra was very shocked. He'll see an ugly and old witch. Where is Petra? What did you do with her? Peter asked. I'm the Princess Petra, my king. The evil dragon Blazgarot changed myself into an ugly and old witch. He wanted to give me a lesson that was about my life, said the ugly and old witch. I don't believe you, said Peter. In that moment the devil Lucifer appeared and he started to talk with them. Hi Peter, I'm the main devil Lucifer. Nice to meet you. The ugly and old witch is really your love, the Princess Petra. She's talking the truth. My lord has changed her into an ugly and old witch because he wanted to give Petra a lesson about her life. You can rescue her and yourself. You have to work on my big farm for 1 month. I want to show you what's a real work about. Peter and Petra worked for 1 month on the Lucifer's big farm. Peter and Petra worked together very honestly and hard. They had a lot of fun together and they fall in love with each other. Lucifer was very angry, he lost his power and he quickly disappeared. In that moment a water goblin drop appeared and he started to talk. Hi my children, I'm the main water goblin drop. Peter will be free when Petra will come with me and she'll die into my river, or Petra will have his appearance back and she'll be free when Peter will come with me into my river and he'll die in my river. I'm waiting now, said the water goblin. Peter wanted to go when Petra stopped Peter and said, I'll go, Pete, I love you. I cannot be without you anymore. It's my fault. In this moment a beautiful queen of the life appeared and he said, I'm the Mother Nature, the Empress and the God of the life. Petra, you have shown me that you have really changed. Your love to Peter is real. I'll help you, my children. The Mother Nature returned Petra her beauty and youth, and she gave Peter a magic sword and a magic tingling. Thanks to them, he could destroy the evil dragon Blazgarot. The water goblin drop lost all of his powers and he disappeared. In that moment, the evil dragon Blazgarot came to kill Peter and to eat Petra. The epic battle could start. The Mother Nature started to help Peter when Blazgarot wanted to use his magic powers. He started to fight against Blazgarot. The fight was very long and full of dangerous situations. Mother Nature destroyed the magic powers of Blazgarot thanks to her magic powers. Peter cut Blazgarot's hands and then his tail, but Blazgarot had everything back. Cut the dragon's head, said the Mother Nature. Peter was a very good knight. He successfully cut the dragon's head, and in the moment they were free. The whole forest was free, and the Mother Nature started to thank Peter. Thank you, Peter, for destroying our enemy. Now the life of the forest is free, and Petra is your wife. Be happy together, my children. Peter passionately kissed his wife Petra. They have a big wedding in the forest of the Mother Nature with the whole kingdoms of Peter and Petra. Petra really has changed, and with her husband Peter were the best leaders of their countries. They lived in love, health, and happiness together, and Peter and Petra had a lot of children. The end. Now people. I don't know if someone has know about this my new fairy tale, and I think I can upload the text into my website, because my I don't know if somebody can this if yes, because I'm using my dangerous English, but okay, we can continue, but wait a minute, it's a real life, and we can continue with my epos, and it's very big, this epos, and I want to show you my epos, because nobody know about it. And yes, we can use ChatGPT, and I can tell him, I can ask him. Yes, I want to tell you about our Christmas food, because I forgot it totally. Our Christmas food is the first food in our Christmas dinner is sweet dumplings with poppy seeds. The next food is plums with potatoes, and the third is cabbage soup full of pork and sausages. And now we can continue with my next fairy tale. Where is it? Here is. It will be fun. Mother of the Dinosaurs. My epic saga is the Mother of the Dinosaurs. It's a new epic saga, and I can read you. And we can start right now. Okay, we can start right now. The Mother of the Dinosaur Saga, Chapter 1. The upgraded version. This is the final version of my first Chapter 1. And we can start. There was a big beautiful country in that there was a kingdom. The citizens of the kingdom, the people were very poor. They didn't have a lot of food. The leader, the new young king with his beautiful young wife, the queen, didn't care about them. They were called Jupiter and Juno. They loved each other, but they were thinking that they are very good. But they were thinking that they are very good leaders, but they didn't know anything about the situation in their kingdom. Jupiter was a very naive young man who didn't care about anyone except himself. He was very good young man with good heart. He had brown short hair. He was very handsome. He liked drinking wine, parties, hunting, and girls. He didn't know how to be a good king. He met his wife, the queen, Juno, while he was hunting. Juno was very beautiful and attractive young lady. She was very pretty. Her beauty was very famous in the whole country. Every young man was so nervous when he has to talk with her. But she was very smart, simple and sweet girl who was very romantic. She liked animals, she liked to take care about her garden, and she was the best warrior in the kingdom, and she liked hunting. The young king started to love her when he saw her at the first time. "My lady, who are you?" he asked. "Don't worry, I'm not by you, my lord. Don't be so nervous. I see that you've forgotten who you are. Be yourself. You're a lucky person, my lord. I like you. But you need to win the hunting championship when you want to have me for your wife. I'm the best warrior in the country and I like hunting." The competition could start, Juno said. Jupiter started to think, young man, this wasn't a very good start. What she's thinking? I don't like her humor. I can marry with every girl. I'm the king. You'll see who is better, sweetheart. Jupiter was very angry at her behavior and he wanted to show her that he can be better hunter than Juno. They were hunting the whole day. They were very successful. They were very happy with each other. The young king started to love her sense of humor and he loved her courage and independence. She was totally different as every young lady in his kingdom. They were talking with each other the whole night. Then she started to kiss him. But he stopped her. "Do you know who I am, my lady?" he said. "No, I don't care, handsome young man," Juno answered. "I'm the king Jupiter, the king of the kingdom. I love you. Do you marry me?" Jupiter said. Juno was very shocked. She knew that she has to marry with the new king. She didn't want to be the wife of someone who didn't know. She was very happy and she agreed. "Yes, my lord, I marry you. I want to be your queen and the mother of your children." They started to kiss each other. Juno told Jupiter the whole story about her fears that she felt when her parents wanted to marry her with the new king. This was the beautiful start of her marriage, full of love, romantic and happiness. Their story will be successful, but the royal family didn't know how to care about people and they wanted to talk with each other the whole time. I have to repeat again this sentence. Their story will be successful, but the royal family didn't know how to care about people, and they wanted to talk with each other. They wanted who? And they wanted to talk with each other the whole time. Jupiter created a government who had to take care about people. The government was very evil, corrupt, and every member of the government wanted to steal everything from people. The life in the kingdom was very hard. The lord of the kingdom with the people wanted to make a big change. They wanted to live in peace and prosperity. They wanted to have good leaders of their kingdom. The most powerful lord of the revolution was Vladan, who was very skilled orator. His speech was a very strong skill. Thanks to it, he knew how to convince the masses to follow him. The lords and people started to believe him. They believed that he could be the good new leader who can be a good inspiration for them. Lord Vladan was chosen as their new leader. Vladan was a very rich, young, a smart and a handsome young man who knew how to speak with people. He loved power, himself, money and girls. He was a very strong warrior, the best orator in the country. He was a thief and a monster. He wants to be more rich. He wanted to control everything and everybody. The new government with the leader, the Lord Vladan, created a good plan how to start the revolution against the royal family. The revolution started at the next midnight. The royal army didn't want to fight against their own citizens because the generals didn't agree with the situation in the country. The country was very poor, full of corruption and people who were very hungry. The royal army has given up and the royal family escaped to the most dangerous forests that were in the end of the country. It was a big Jurassic world full of very dangerous dinosaurs. The royal family wasn't alone. There was a big tribe of people who take care about dinosaurs. They befriended dinosaurs and they created the dinosaurs army. The tribe loved nature and they befriended with dinosaurs. Their leader was a very smart and good warrior who liked the dinosaurs. He was 40 years old. His name was Skelor Stormshade. His wife, who was called Evelyn Stormshade had two little children, a boy and a girl. The boy was called Zarek and the girl was called Lyra. The couple were leaders of the tribe. The tribe lived in the village. They knew how to take care about dinosaurs. Nobody trusted the royal family. Jupiter with his beautiful wife Juno had to befriend with dinosaurs and find a friend for both of them. The royal family had to learn how to survive in the world of wild and dangerous dinosaurs. They successfully befriended the dinosaurs and the family learned how to ride on the dinosaurs. The tribe taught them everything about the dinosaurs. The life with the dinosaurs has changed them. They discovered that the dinosaurs are very intelligent and they befriended with all of the dinosaurs in the big Jurassic forest. They started to take care about the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were their friends and pets. They lived very happy and they started a new life. The fruit of their love was their daughter, who was called Venus. Venus was a very sweet little girl. She liked talking with the dinosaurs. She liked taking care about them, and the dinosaurs loved her and she loved them. The tribe started to call her the Mother of Dinosaurs because all of the dinosaurs loved her because Venus was very smart, sweet girl who liked the dinosaurs. She knew how to speak with it and how to be their friend. She was very talented. The dinosaurs started to protect the family and they were their army. The royal family befriended with everyone in the tribe. They started to teach the family how to be a good warrior. One day, Jupiter with Juno rescued the dinosaurs with their leader and his wife when the Vladans commandos wanted to kill their leader. Kaelor's shaman successfully discovered the truth that the royal family is the true leader of their kingdom. He had a big dream that could see Kaelor's grandfather and Jupiter's grandfather as the father of the dinosaurs, who was the first man who befriended with all dinosaurs and was their leader. Kaelor was their new prime minister. The kingdom of the dinosaurs changed when Venus was 18 years old. She was a very good warrior. After the end of successful revolution, Vadan was the new king of the kingdom. He married with the most beautiful woman in the kingdom, who was the daughter of one of the lords who was in his army. She was called Callista. They were very happy. They loved each other and the fruits of their love was a little boy. He was called Peter, and a little girl. She was called Veronica. The situation in the kingdom has changed very dramatically. The new king created a totalitarian regime in that the totalitarian state controlled every aspect of the life. The people lived in danger, that everyone could be a spy. Thanks to him, they could go to the prison. People has to be members of the new organization that were created for adults and for children. People couldn't have their own hobbies. They had to work for the new king. They were hungry and the police could do everything they wanted. The life was very difficult and full of danger. The young Lord Peter loved his freedom. He totally disagreed with the situation and the life in the totalitarian state. He hated his father because he wanted to control everything and everybody in his kingdom. Peter's father wanted to control Peter's life. He wanted to marry his son Peter with the daughter of the one of his loyal friends. Peter wanted to change the situation in the state. He wanted to give his people freedom, peace and prosperity. Peter's sister Veronica was totally different. She was an independent and nature woman who likes power and money. She was very beautiful and an intelligent young woman. She wanted to be a future queen of the kingdom and she agreed with the rules of our father. Peter escaped from his father to the big and dangerous Jurassic forest full of dangerous. Hi everyone. Now people, this is a direct speech, and this is of course my fantasy. We can continue. Hi everyone. I'm Peter. I'm a young man. I had to escape from my evil father because I wanted to be free and create my own rules. I've entered very dangerous and wild forest, but I found a good cave in that I can live without fears. Nobody can find me in this cave. I decided to practice the fight with my sword, bow and the riding on my horse. I practiced every day. After 1 month, I improved my fight skills. I was a very good warrior. I do fight and drink water and some food for me. At first I was very scared, but I discovered that I can speak with the dinosaurs, take care of it and be their friends. I'm a very talented young man who likes dinosaurs. One day I met a big T-Rex. He couldn't move because he broke his leg. A young man, please help me. I broken my leg. I'll teach you how to help me. I don't want to eat you, it said. You can speak. I don't trust you, I said. I'll be your best friend. You can use me as your horse when you help me, it said. I was thinking that I cannot leave this big predator in this bad situation without help. I wanted to help it. I'll help you, but I don't trust you. I'll escape from you, don't worry, I said. My T-Rex told me how I can rescue him, and I discovered that I can help him. When I rescued him, I had a new big friend, a big male T-Rex. He's called Rex. Rex showed me the way to the tribe that was his friend. I discovered that there is a dinosaur championship that was the biggest competition in the kingdom. The winner of the competition will be a new leader of the tribe. But then I decided to compete and win the big prize. In this competition, I met Venus. She was the best warrior of the competition. She was the main favorite of the competition and the most beautiful young woman that I've ever seen. She was a very pretty and beautiful young woman. Her beauty seduced me perfectly. She attracted me a lot. I discovered that she's a Jupiter's daughter. Jupiter was the leader of the tribe and former king of my father's kingdom. Venus hated me a lot because she was thinking that I'm a symbol of everything what she hated, and she was thinking that I'm so evil as my dad. She was totally wrong. The competition started and Venus won the fight with all competitors that were the best soldiers in her father's army. Her horse was her best friend, a big female T-Rex. She was called Reda. I was very successful too. I won the fight against every competition in the Dinosaurs Championship. The last fight was very interesting. I had to fight against Venus. She was so beautiful when I saw her before our battle. She hated me a lot when she discovered who is her last competitor in the championship. She wanted to win, and she was very motivated because I was the symbol of everything what she hated. She was very rude to me, but I was trying to prepare myself to the battle. The last battle started. Everyone was very stressed. Our battle was very tight. Nobody could win. After 1 hour we were very tired, but nobody wanted to lose. In this moment we saw a group of hungry predators. They wanted to kill us. Someone opened the door of the cage. There were hungry dinosaurs, a group of predators. I decided to rescue Venus because in this moment Venus' life was more important than our competition. We were fighting with our dinosaur friends when the group of predators wanted to eat us. I quickly told Venus, please stop this battle. I love you at the first moment when I've seen you. I don't care about this, about the competition, and I have to help you. You won't die here. Venus was very scared and she started to panic. I quickly took her hand and we started to run away to the safe place. We were running to the main door of the stadium. In that was Venus' dad with his army of dinosaurs and army of warriors. I started to fight with Venus against the evil group of predators. The battle was very dramatic, full of dangerous situations, but we won. After the battle, Venus came to me and kissed me very romantic and passionately. She was very stressed, and with a red face she started to thank me for rescuing her. Thank you, Peter, for rescuing my life. I've never forgotten your heroic act. You've taught me a lesson. I want to apologize for my bad behavior. I was thinking that you're my worst enemy. I love you so much that my love to you is bigger than hatred against your family. Thanks to this moment, you've showed me that you are a completely different and very good warrior. I want to be with you and date with you. I can't believe it. Venus wants to be my date. Yeah, I shouted and I was very happy. That's sweet. You're sweet, handsome Pete. Venus laughed coquettishly and winked at me passionately. From that point on, we started dating. Venus' parents were very happy for her daughter, and they agreed with the marriage their daughter Venus with myself. My girlfriend Venus and me were the future leaders of the tribe and dinosaurs. Then we started to investigate who opened the door of the cage. The result of the investigation was very interesting. My sister Veronica opened the door of the cage. Veronica was my younger sister who never cared about me. She was brainwashed thanks to our parents. Veronica always dreamed about power and money. She always wanted to be a queen of our kingdom. We discovered that Veronica is a very strong leader of the dangerous and big dinosaurs cult that believe that the wild dinosaurs are the goddess. Veronica created the cult. She was the leader of the group of fanatics who trained dinosaurs for killing people without reason for Veronica. She was a very strong warrior. She was a talented genius who could use her skills and talent for her evil dreams. She could speak with dinosaurs and be their friends too. Every wild and dangerous dinosaurs were her friends and soldiers of her army of fanatics. I wanted to help Veronica because I love my sister. The dinosaur cult was stronger every day. One day, we discovered that the son of our Prime Minister Zarek was missing. Veronica has kidnapped him. Zarek fell in love with Veronica because she was very beautiful and attractive young lady. He was her slave. Zarek had to go with her to her palace that was somewhere near the tribe. She liked him too because Zarek was a very handsome and intelligent young leader and warrior. She tried to seduce him, but Zarek didn't want to show her that he loved her a lot. Veronica was very angry that Zarek didn't want to be with her. He was so intelligent that he seduced her. They started to kiss each other passionately, and when Zarek put handcuffs on her hands and Veronica couldn't do anything, he escaped away from her home and told us the truth. Veronica was very angry. She came with her big army of wild dinosaurs and her second army of soldiers to the tribe. Peter with his girlfriend Venus and their army of good dinosaurs and army of the tribe's people were prepared for the battle. The big battle started. It was a very long battle full of dead soldiers and dinosaurs. Nobody could win. Veronica found her brother Peter and the big epic battle could start. Veronica was better and then wanted to finish Peter. Love Zarek came to her and told her, "I love you a lot, Veronica. Please stop this senseless fight with your brother. Peter is not your enemy. Peter, your sister Veronica isn't your enemy. You have to love each other as siblings. Try to be friends. Change your lives." Tarek started to kiss Veronica and she changed her behavior. Veronica started to kiss Zarek very passionately and then she started to cry and she started to apologize. "Pete, I apologize you for everything what I did you in my life. I want to be your friend and ally. My arms are yours. I apologize for everything that I've done you in my life. I'm sorry," said Peter and started to cry. Veronica hugged Peter and this was the end of the battle and Veronica's cult. Veronica started to date Zarek. Veronica was my best friend and ally. The end of the episode. Now people, I'm very tired because the reading isn't very easy job, and I have how many episodes I am? Wait a minute. How many? One. My saga has 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes. My saga has a lot of episodes, and what now? The other episode I can. I don't know if I want to. If I want to read it for you or no. It isn't very easy, and yes, of course you can find this free the next free chapters of my saga on my link tree, and you can listen to it. or we can do it. I want to do 1 hour here, I think. Why not? Wait a minute. How big it is, the second story? Mother of the Dinosaurs, chapter 2. How big is this story? If I can listen to you. Whoa, it's very big. But yes, of course, I can do it because I want to practice my pronunciation. Yes, of course, I can right now practice my pronunciation in English because my podcast is about learning English and practicing. I want to show you that everyone can learn English and be successful. You don't need any talent for it, and we can. And people, are you still here? I hope that you are still here. And I can read to you. Or what I can do here? Yeah, I can tell you about my favorite. Yes, I can tell you how I am learning English. Yes, this is better option, I think, and I don't need this anymore, I think. And what now? Yes, of course. The first, there are a few things that you have to know about learning English. You have to regularly practicing your listening skills in English, your speaking skills in English, your pronunciation, your writing, your reading, and your English vocabulary. I can recommend you a very big world of English podcast, and there is on the internet. And I have free. I listen to free English podcast. The first is Luke's English podcast. Luke's English podcast is a free English podcast about learning English. Luke Thompson is an English teacher and stand-up comedian from London, from the UK. His podcast is the best English, is the best British, is the best British podcast about British English and British culture. Every episode has 1 hour, and Luke has created over 914 episodes, a lot of I'm sorry, people, of free content, and you can listen to it when you want to learn, when you want to listen to real British English with humor and fun. I recommend you because Luke's English podcast is my favorite English podcast. The second is All Is English. All Is English podcast is an American English podcast about American English and American culture. There are two English teachers from the United States of America. They are talking about learning English. It's a very good English podcast. And the third is Speak English podcast now with Georgiana. Georgiana is a very beautiful English teacher and owner of her English podcast. Her English podcast is about American culture and American English. I really recommend you to listen to it. And yes, of course, there are a lot of English podcasts about every aspect of the life. I really recommend you to listen to it because it's a very good idea. Then I want to tell you about audiobooks. I like listening to audiobooks in English. And what now? Yes, you have to regularly practice uh, your English vocabulary. You have to do it regularly. The most important thing is practicing your speaking skills in English, and there is only one way how to practice your speaking skills in English. You have to regularly practice your speaking skills in English, and that's the main reason why I created this podcast, because I want to regularly practice my speaking skills in English, and we can do it in this podcast. We can record. I can record you. I can record our chat and create episodes about practicing our speaking skills in English. And what now? I've been recording and streaming for 47 minutes. What now? Yes, I can read you the second chapter of the Mother of the Dinosaurs saga, my big epic saga, and I can start right now. There was the kingdom of the dragons hybrid. There was near the big Jurassic forest. There were a lot of dragons hybrids who lived in the big and beautiful country. The life in the kingdom was very hard, because the leaders of the kingdom was very evil, bad and strong dragons who controlled every aspect of the life and culture of the old dragons. The king of the kingdom was Mars. He was the strongest and the biggest black dragon hybrid in the kingdom. He liked power and he had to control everything in the kingdom. He was very evil and dangerous. He liked gold and money. His wife, the Queen Morgana, was very beautiful but very evil and dangerous dragon hybrid who liked gold and money. The royal couple had 2 daughters. The oldest one is Diana. She was the most beautiful and very shy dragon hybrid girl. Her young sister Simona was very beautiful dragon hybrid girl too. The both girls have everything what they needed until the time when the both girls were 18 years old. The both girls were very naive and spoiled. They didn't know about the life outside their palace. They played in their garden together every day. They could fly away only with the soldiers. The education was very boring for them. Hi everyone. And now people, I continue with the direct speech of Diana, the oldest girl, the oldest dragon hybrid girl, and everything is of course my fantasy. Don't be scared, and we can continue with the direct speech and the thinking of Diana. Hi everyone, I'm Diana. I'm 18 years old dragon hybrid. I'm a princess. I live with my younger sister Simona and my parents in our castle. I like flying with my sister and our soldiers, and playing in the garden with my sister Simona. Our education is very boring. We were happy until the time when one day the Khan of the Golden Empire, the Khan Arslan, came with his army to official visiting of our dragon's empire. Khan Arslan was a very strong warrior and leader of his country. He was a very handsome young single man who was looking for a wife for him. He saw me when I was playing in the garden with my sister. He is very handsome and so strong. And now we can continue with the normal sentences. When Khan Arslan saw Diana, he fell in love with her at the first time. Welcome my friend, welcome in our country. We can be allies, and one of my daughters will be your wife and queen. Which one do you want? The king Mars said. I want to greet you, the strong king of all the dragons Mars. I don't want to marry anyone, but your oldest daughter Diana is very beautiful. She will be a very good material for my harem. I can give you a lot of gold, but in the other case my big army can destroy you very quickly. Sell me Diana when you want to be alive, said Khan Arslan. The king Mars didn't care about this family. The power of the gold was stronger than the love to his family. At first, show me the gold, said King Mars. Khan Arslan's slave brought gold that was in a big chest. Then the slaves opened the chest full of gold. Do you agree with our contract, said Khan Arslan. Yes, I agree. with our contract. My daughter Diana is yours, said the King Mars. Everyone in the big room was very shocked. After the successful contract, the Khan Arslan soldiers brought Diana to him, and from now she has Arslan's. She is Arslan's slave. She was very shocked. She cried. She asked for mercy her father, but her father was playing with his coat. In the time when she was shouting and crying, nothing could change her sad situation. Then Diana had to go with Arslan and his army to the Golden Empire. Her new home was the big palace. There were a lot of beautiful young ladies that were Arslan's harem. The Arslan's current girlfriend Artemis was very shocked and angry when she saw Diana. Artemis was a very beautiful and attractive dragon hybrid woman. She had a lot of power. She was very evil and dangerous dragon hybrid lady. She knew how to destroy her rivals, and she knew how to seduce men. She loved Arslan. She was his lover, dragon, horse and fight machine. She was very jealous when she saw Diana. The new girl is very beautiful. I had to find out who she is, Artemis was thinking. She came to find out who Diana is. Diana was crying when Artemis came to her. Don't cry, sweetheart. Everything will be fine. Who are you? Asked Artemis. Diana told Artemis the whole her story. She wasn't very careful and she told Artemis everything. One very beautiful and attractive woman, Kadia, saw Diana with Artemis, and then she wanted to help a girl Diana in the harem. Kadia was a very sweet and beautiful woman who had a good heart. She started to teach Diana how to be successful in the harem, how to trust more yourself, how to speak with men, and how to seduce men. Kadia was Diana's best friend. They studied foreign languages, they studied literature, math, history. Artemis had to teach Diana how to be a dangerous dragon, how to use dragon's power to win the battles. The soldiers had to teach her how to be a good horse. Diana learned very quickly. She changed herself and she was very smart, mature, intelligent, independent dragon hybrid leader who know how to lead people. Khan Arslan discovered how Diana changed herself. He started to flirt with Diana. He used her as her horse when they flew on the journey. Diana discovered that Khan Arslan wasn't any monster. He was a good guy and a romantic person who dreamed about the big love. Diana fell in love with him and Khan Arslan fell in love with her. Artemis was very jealous and she wanted to kill Diana. Artemis created a big competition in that she wanted to fight against Diana. Khan Arslan agreed because he wanted to have fun and he wanted to train his dragons. He didn't know about Artemis' plans. The day of the tournament started and the biggest show was the fight between Diana and Artemis. Diana knew that Artemis was her rival in the love for Arslan. She knew Artemis very good. Artemis used all dangerous weapons against Diana. Diana was very smart and Artemis had to fight against her with the weapons for killing dragons. The fight between the dragons were very interesting and dangerous. The podium was full of people. People wanted to know who would win the fight. Diana didn't want to hurt Artemis, but Artemis wanted to kill Diana. Diana was stronger dragon and she won the fight, but Artemis wanted to kill her when Diana didn't care about her. Diana was only acting, and then Diana killed Artemis when Artemis wanted to kill Diana. The whole stadium was very shocked. Khan Arslan discovered Artemis' plans and he knew that Artemis was the traitor. Diana was the official Arslan girlfriend and then it was a big marriage. Diana was the new queen. The Arslan's harem was cancelled and every slave were free. One day Venus discovered that she has a young brother who was kidnapped. His name was Miroslav. He was a very smart general and very good man who came to visit the Golden Empire. Arslan and Diana wanted to be allies with Venus and Peter in pit against their enemies. Diana's younger sister Simona fell in love with Miroslav when they met in Arslan's palace. Simona escaped from her home and she wanted to help her sister because she didn't know how. Miroslav has the marriage with Simona and Kadia was Diana's prime minister. They created a big alliance between two queens, Venus and Diana, at the end of the second chapter. And now people It's I want to stream for I want to stream for 1 hour. And what else? What I can tell you? I can read the next chapter. You'll see. The monster from Atlantis. How big it is? You'll see now, people. It's a very big story. I don't know. But I can change. What I can practice my reading skills now. This is my own story. It is my fiction. I can do it. And why not? And it will be the end of the story. You'll see. At first we have to make letters bigger. Now the two monsters. The next chapter of of my epic saga, the Mother of the Dinosaurs saga, is the two monsters. It was a big and strong empire. It was called the Atlantis. The Atlantis was a continent that was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic was a very big continent full of forests, wild animals, and big cities of the Atlantis. The Atlantis was the most successful empire of the continent, and thanks to the best arms and technology of the Atlantis, the empire was the main superpower of Atlantis continent. The arms of the Atlantis were very good trained. The morale was high, and it used very sophisticated tactics to win the battles and modern weapons of that time. The civilization of Atlantis was famous for their modern life. People of the Atlantis lived in the beautiful big houses. That architecture was in the classic style. The high class was very rich. It has a lot of gold, slaves, and a lot of good food. The drinking water was used from the clear reefs that were full of fishes. The education was created only for the high class. Aristocrats were very false, evil, and they liked only themselves and a lot of gold. The poor class was slaves that Atlantis bought for the hard work in the farms and the work for the rich families. The most powerful man in the country was the Emperor Dios that had a gorgeous wife, the Queen Victoria. The royal couple had two sweet and very gorgeous daughters who were 18 years old. They were very naive, evil, and they liked only themselves and gold. The King Neptune, who was the king of the oceans and sea animals, was a merman wizard who rules the whole civilization of mermen and mermaids. He envied that Atlantis was a more modern civilization than the Sea World. He destroyed Atlantis with the most dangerous weapon, a very big sea monster that destroyed the whole Atlantis continent. The Emperor Dios was his sea horse. The Queen Victoria was his slave, and the Queen Victoria's daughters he hated a lot because their behavior was totally terrible. He changed them into the dangerous and evil monsters who can change everyone into stone, because he wanted to show them how evil were. The law could help them. The King Neptune met a beautiful mermaid witch. She was called Marina. The couple had two sons. They were called Triton and Uran. Neptune's sons were very strong wizards and warriors. They were very good and handsome men who were famous for their smart brains, strong magic powers, and the sense for law and justice. They were heroes who everyone loved. They liked the fairy tale about the Atlantis, but they didn't know the truth about the end of Atlantis. They wanted to rescue the beautiful princesses, but they didn't know how to do it. The one old woman who knew the truth told him that only the right law could rescue the cursed princesses. She told them that they had to ask their father about the princesses of Atlantis. The King Neptune was very angry because he wanted to choose another mermaids for their wives, but they wanted to have only the cursed princesses because their beauty was famous in the whole world. Neptune told them that first they had to kill a big spider that lived near the sea. Then they had to kill Neptune's biggest sea monster. It was too strong for them. Our heroes found the spider, who was a spider woman. She wanted to eat them, but they used their magic powers. She had to tell the truth that she loved her neighbor, who was a little Spider-Man. The spiders didn't trust to each other. The Spider-Man thought that his neighbor, the Spider-Woman, wanted to eat him, and the Spider-Woman didn't trust anyone except herself. The brothers befriended them with a smartly way. They sent a romantic letter full of love to her from him with the invitation to a barbecue party. The brothers wrote that the Spider-Man caught them and he wanted to eat them with her. She agreed and they created a big surprise party for her. The Spider-Man prepared a romantic date for her. The program was full of fun activities that was about hunting the dinner. The both spiders fall in love with each other and they started to date. The next step was very dangerous. They had to kill the big sea monster. The sea monster told them that Neptune kidnapped his family and he had to destroy Atlantis continent. The brothers came back home to rescue the sea monster's family. They were very successful. The sea monster had his family back. The last step was very important. Neptune used the both princesses as a weapon for destroying his enemies. The princesses were in the big old palace, in that they were hunting Neptune's enemies. The brothers discovered that the two princesses were very strong women with the option to change everything into stone. The princesses fall in love with the brothers fall in love with the two princesses, and the princesses change into a normal, beautiful woman. They came back to the Atlantis, they repaired everything, did the magic, and rescued their parents from Neptune. Neptune discovered how evil he was, and he apologized to them. Then the Atlantis came back and the brothers have a big marriage with the princess. They lived in love and they were a new allies of Venus and Peter. The end. This is the end of this chapter. And what else? How many chapters I can read you? The last chapter. I can do it. Yes, I can. Why not? I can practice my speaking skills in English. Why not? And I can do it. Here it is. I think it isn't very big. Is it? No. Whoa. It's very big, but this is the last episode of this chapter because I want to tell you about my podcast, and I can end this episode, special Christmas episode, with my last chapter of my saga. And we can start reading right now. The Mother of the Dinosaurs saga, the return of the goddess. Vlada, the king of the emperor, was hunting the wild animals when he became a message from the soldier that the big army of goddess has returned and they wanted to speak with him. When he was returning to the palace, he could see a lot of flying monsters. The monsters could change their image, they could speak, they were more intelligent than human, they used weapons that could destroy everything very quickly. They could change into humans, and Vladan was very shocked. He hasn't seen yet these kind of creatures. The creatures were talking about the situation in the world and they wanted to be his new allies. He agreed. Venus was dreaming about the foreign intelligent creature that were alive. The foreign woman the foreign woman was talking for them was chatting with her that she has to come to them alone when she wanted to rescue her life and her people from the tragic of the human civilization. They wanted to kill us. It isn't a dream, she was thinking. My queen, please come with us. You have to see something. The oldest members of the tribe said. Venus discovered the goddess of the tribe. She was very shocked. She could see a covert foreign battleship that she hasn't seen before. She felt totally scared. The oldest members of the tribe started to talk about the topic. They came to destroy us. You can read the old messages from the creators of the creatures that was in your dreams. The creatures are writing that at first the creatures wanted to help them, but they destroyed them and then they wanted to destroy everything. You have to stop them. Venus sent messages to all of her allies about the new danger. The whole world came to her to fight together against the foreign unknown enemy. That was a god. That was a god of the old big cult of goddess in her tribe. The cult wanted to stop Venus and her enemies. That's a big mistake that they could win against the goddess. You cannot win against the goddess. Stop this night battle. You are your god. You are your goddess too. The man leader of the cult goddess talked to Venus. I'm not scared. I don't want to have any goddess. I want to create a free world for everyone before any goddess, said Venus. One day, Venus got a message from the creatures when she was sleeping. She could see a beautiful young woman that started to talk with her. We can destroy you in every time. You don't have any chance to win against us. Please come along to without. Please come to us without any weapon. We want to talk with you. When you attack us, you'll die with your word. The beautiful young woman said in her dreams. Venus had the same dream every night. She couldn't sleep well. She was very nervous and angry to everyone. She didn't want to see someone for 3 days. Her boyfriend Peter was very scared. He didn't know how to speak with Venus. He had to be alone for 3 days. After 3 days, Venus wanted to discover the truth about the goddess. She wanted to go alone without her dinosaurs and weapons. She was very scared. She cried a lot, and last night before the journey, she was with her boyfriend Peter. Peter was thinking that was the last night with Venus. He was very sad, but he didn't want to show something that he is scared and sad. Venus went to visit the goddess. She started to write her diary for Peter. Hi my darling. The journey to the goddess goes well. I haven't seen any enemy or dangerous creature. I have to be very careful. I'm feeling that sometimes I can see something that wants to help me. I don't know who or what it is. I have to help people when I want to eat something and sleep in bed. I don't have any problem with any work. I can cook, I can hunt and protect people. I've been learning languages. I speak 2 foreign languages that I'll teach you, and I'm learning a new language of every tribe that I've met. I discovered how to learn foreign languages and a lot of new people. There are a lot of tribes in the forest. I'm sending you a lot of kisses. I love you. Your Venus. This is the thinking of the Venus. This is a good letter for my boyfriend. I think he don't need to know the truth how dangerous my journey is. I was a slave in the harem of the leader of the tribe because his leader wanted to marry me, but I didn't want to be his wife. I was very smart. I agreed with marriage, but after the wedding, when I was alone with the leader of the tribe in his room, I undressed myself and I strapped him to the bed. Then I sent to him a beautiful young girl who loved him and she wanted to be his wife. Then I successfully escaped from the harem. Then I discovered the biggest flying creature in my life. The door opened and I could see a very beautiful palace. I started to be a queen of the palace. I was very rich. I could help people or to be evil. I don't care about gold. I helped every people in the kingdom. In the night, the strongest families of my kingdom sent killers that wanted to kill me, but I killed them. One day, the families of my kingdom wanted to marry myself with a very handsome, strong and good man who was a son of one of them. I didn't want to be his wife. He tried to seduce me. He tried to be kind of romantic. One day he told me that he loves me and he wants to marry with me. I said that I love only my boyfriend Peter. And I told the sentences I could see the real life in that I was sitting in the big room full of new things that was from another time. The man who wanted to seduce me said, we wanted to discover who you are. You are a very sweet and beautiful girl. Your boyfriend Peter has to be very happy with you. We discovered that you're the only one human who can help us to save your civilization. We want to help you and your family civilization to stop every war in the world and be your friends. You're the queen of the earth and the whole universe. Venus was very shocked, but she was happy that the creatures didn't want to kill her. The creatures started to teach her every detail about them, and Venus ended every war in the world. She was the queen of everything. Her boyfriend Peter was the king of the Vladan's kingdom, and Vladan with his government went to prison. Peter had a big marriage with Venus and they had a lot of children. Humans were the best queen of everything in the human history. The humans discovered that the creatures were a virtual intelligence that wanted to help her creatures, but they destroyed themselves without her. The virtual intelligence came to rescue life before the destruction. The virtual intelligence changed the life in the earth, and everything lived in peace and prosperity with a modern technology. Thanks to it, the life was very simple. The human civilization won the battle with illness, and humans lived with dragon hybrids and dinosaurs in peace. The bad people discovered how evil they were, and everyone was happy. The end. This is the end, people, of my episode. I've been recording this for 1 hour 10 minutes. I want to tell you Merry Christmas, and I want to end this streaming and recording, and I can tell you bye bye.